Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at, ladies and gents. I am Kure Isagami, your resident tinkerer and Medarotter, and this is the Medarot News Network, bringing you all the latest developments and happenings with our favorite pet fighting robot series. Now, with the tail end of the Rockman.exe collab rerun behind us, even though the banners will still be available, it does honestly feel like we are going to be slowing things down just a little bit in terms of, say, new content or things that might be, say, Ruby heavy or resource heavy in particular. But despite this, we are still seeing the introduction of a model that the official Twitter page has been teasing for a while, a mysterious cockatrice type, as you see here, officially making their grand debut, with the addition of a very big change to how online PvP, or as it's phrased, online exhibitions, will be behaving going forward to make them more engaging and rewarding for those all involved with participating. That being said, let's go ahead and gear up for war with the new updates that went live this week, starting of course with the gacha banners. Starting with those this week, we have the new model CTC0 Cockatriple with the kit of Destroy, Freeze, Virus, Biped Legs, and the leg ability of Dead or Alive. Behind him, we also have we have a rerun. We have a lot of rerun banners this week, starting up with WEA0 Beastmaster with the kit of Press, Napalm, Hyper Beam, Multi-Legs, and the Trigger Happy leg ability. Behind him, we have HAP0 Marie Crown with the kit of First Aid, Double Sacrifice, and Float Legs with the Revenger leg ability. Now, before I do go any further than the three that were announced just here for now, Cockatriple has a rather interesting story behind it. And that's the fact that they actually had reached out to the community in terms of what the part names would be, and the winning names were officially made canon when the model officially goes live this week. So I guess you could say this is partially a community run kind of thing to a point, while at the same time also being a Robo kind of boss type that they've been teasing for a while, as well as previous ones such as Beast Chimera, Kokono Elegy, and Death Glare. Now moving forward with the other rerun banners we have for this week, we are also seeing a rerun of MAG0 Darkness Mage with a kit of Canceller, Double Slip, Tank Legs, and the Weapon Master leg ability. Behind him, we have PIR0 Mad Naturi, the Piranha type we actually have not seen for a fair bit of time now actually, with a kit of Deathlock, Sword, Assassin, Sea Legs, and the Charge Fight leg ability. And then we also have RED01 Chaparral Rouge, who we also have not seen for a pretty fair amount of time, with a kit of Repair, Shoot Boost, Mega Gatling, Biped Legs, and the leg ability of Trigger Happy. Now, of all these models here, it does feel somewhat scattered in terms of why these particular models are being chosen, and Chaparral Rouge actually has a very particular reason I will get to in just a moment. But as if this wasn't enough, we still have just two more banners that will be going live, if not at the start of the week, through this coming week that can be collected. And those two models in particular are Spotlights, meaning that they can be collected at any time since they are available in the permanent pool, and that is SIN0 Shin Saber with the kit of Counter Guard, Assassin, Gatling, Biped Legs, and the Weapon Master leg ability. And then behind him, another well-known model from anyone who played the GBA game, KMR0 Triple Godson, with the kit of Melt, Hold, Virus, Multi-Legs, and the Torturer like ability. Now honestly, like I mentioned, we do have a lot of gacha banners going live this week, or even being made available, but that being said, there are still a lot of very versatile parts and skills to be used and to be found just between these several models alone. Being completely honest though, I would continue putting effort toward collecting the collaboration models, which includes Rocktrans, Fortate, Sword Blues, Leader Colonel, Erdonade, and Guts Power, because once those models leave, there is no guarantee or promise we will see them again. Whereas all the models that were just listed here, especially even Cockatriple, who will be joining it permanently going forward, are more likely to make reruns at some point. Whereas the Rockman models are collabs, and once they're gone, there's no telling if we'll see them again at all, if at all. Now, with the gacha banners passed along, we do also have the Fierce Battles going on this week, and it is going to be relatively redundant, I guess I can call it for lack of a better term, but still very good skills all the same, especially to new and rookie Medarotters, who have been seeing a pretty fair spike in the increase of ever since the announcement of the Rockman collaboration rerun. But starting the lineup on our Fierce Battles, we do have an introduction, we do have a rerun of BBS-0 Bastroyer with a kit of Triple Destroy, Sea Legs, and the Adapter leg ability. Behind him, we have KAB-0 Grade Kabuki with a kit of Triple Virus, Wield Legs, and the Charm leg ability. And then last but not least, we also have GRM-0 Wild Ukon with a kit of Rifle, Double Hammer, Biped Legs, and the leg ability of Radiator. Now, we actually have not seen Wild Ukon for a while. Actually, most of these models we have not seen for a while. So it is very good to see these bots return, especially, with, like I said, with the spike of a lot of brand new Medarotters and players coming in and just now joining the game to participate in the collaboration event. So all of these models are very good one way or another, and you really can't go wrong using any of them. But if I did have to give an MVP of the week to anybody, I would honestly have to give it to Bastroyer, given that Sea Legs with Adapter already makes him very solid on most terrains, basically a float leg with extra steps. And Triple Destroy means you can use him pretty much just anywhere. Destroy is always good to have on any team, especially with anyone in need of a shield buster, or anyone that is using a shield or anything of the like. This will be a very good skill you can use as a counter to it. Now, for the reason for Chaparral Rouge is because she is actually going to be rejoining the rosters with the introduction of a tune-up treatment. So she will finally be getting some greatly needed upgrades to kit her out some more, give her some upgrades. And some upgrades include some better efficiency to her healing skill. Mega Gatling will get a damage bonus and maintain one if legs are broken. Legs will be a little more tanky with shoot and melee resist, and so on and so forth. But still very good upgrades that could be considered to make this auxiliary shooter even more reliable as a support, which is her dedicated role in battle more than a dedicated fighter. Now, the really big update that's coming live this week, and they were really excited to announce this, is Online Exhibition, or Online PvP, however you want to phrase it, will be getting a lot of really big revamps and overhauls going live, and that is with the introduction of a new seasons system and a rewards system, which will make it very similar to standard PvP going forward, but with some more rewards and a couple extra kicks to it. The first of which they announced on this is that seasons will go for 4 weeks, or generally speaking, about the term of a month. For months that have a 5th week in them, they will not count the 5th week when it goes toward the rankings. On top of this, what was also announced, same rules also apply for PvP, so you will earn points for every victory that you accrue, and the more points that you earn by the end of the season mean the more rewards you can unlock going into that reward tree going forward. So naturally, the farther you go, the more valuable the rewards will be. In addition, points are also accrued and earned regardless of a victory or defeat, which means there really is no reason not to participate in it going forward. Originally, you used to only have to participate in live PvP, say for tune-up missions or something of the like, but going forward with this new reward system, they reward you just for participating, whether that be for winning or for losing. So it is going to be very important to stay up with this with your daily rounds and your daily grind, just so that you can keep up to date with the requirement and earn the rewards for that, because they are promising some very, very lucrative rewards for this going forward. Next, they also announced the mechanic for winning streaks. So for folks that managed to win several in a row, I believe they started capping it at 3. You can earn a maximum of an extra 25 points per round upon a victory, which already makes it about 125, I believe, just for participating, and the extra 125 for a 3-win streak going forward from that 3rd win. In addition, if you also win that round, you get an additional 75 points. So essentially on a maximum streak with a victory, you can walk out of each fight with 200 points going towards your grand total that you can use towards earning these new rewards that they announce each season. Now, something else that they did notate with this is the fact that anyone that is subscribed to the Battle Pass, which gives them the extra perks, the extra energy, and access to all dungeons permanently, if you are subscribed to the Battle Pass, you have access to even more rewards than a standard casual player might. So that may include more opportunities for rubies or cyplasium, or even some more lucrative rewards that they may have hiding down the line once this feature does go live. Now, being completely honest, I'm not a lot of a PvPer myself. I honestly kind of avoided that after a while, so I've not touched it for a very long time. And to be honest, I actually have not even touched online PvP ever since the feature released. But with this new reward system and them guaranteeing that even losses will let you walk out with something, this does honestly give me a reason to participate and try it out, and even start maintaining a little more of a competitive edge and kind of stay on board with that. However, that was not the only rewards that were announced. Starting with this one in particular as the introduction of the new mechanic, they have also introduced the reveal of 3 skins that can be earned as rewards going forward. First of which is a very nicely colored blue taiko drummer style Metabi, complete with the blue style and aquatic wave design onto the shoulders. Very, very nice. Alongside that is a falling leaf style Rokusho, which I am a massive, massive fan of. I honestly love how nice that came out, and I'm really, really hoping that they can revisit that kind of livery with future models, or even other members of the Stag Beetle family. And then last but not least, Dripping Paint Cross Messiah as the 3rd skin that could be earned through this new reward system. Being completely honest, even just the teaser peek here that they announced honestly makes it look like you dumped him in the middle of a Splatoon match, gave him about 5 minutes, and then called him a day. But still, all the same, very nice rewards, very lucrative and promising rewards, and let's see how that does go live once the updates do kick in, and see how much more engagement that they do trigger. Now, in addition to this, they did also announce that we will be getting another paid bundle being added to the shop. It is currently unknown whether this bundle will be permanent or if it will be a one-time only or event-only thing. But this particular bundle will allow you the access not only to rubies but also to Medarot books, which are a very, very highly sought-after material. Given that because it's so rare, it does make it difficult to raise Medarotters. But with this new bundle, it will be made a lot easier to do so for those that would like to invest a little money in the game to get that extra edge, or even get those extra materials they think they can use. Lastly, the other big piece of news they highlighted is that Shushu Pop's birthday, our resident steampunk sweetie and first Medarot VTuber, her birthday is coming up very, very soon. In particular, it will be in about 3 days' time on 10/28. So it will be very nice to see her getting some recognition to celebrate a wonderful happy birthday. And with that, I do expect on Medarot S's front that we might be seeing a one-day special gacha that highlights her for players to collect and join on the celebration. Shushu Pop, if you do somehow find my rinky-dink little channel, I would like to wish you a happy early birthday at this time of recording, and may your celebration be fun and full of lots of engagement. On the community front, progress is still being made toward the Medarot 3 translations and the Medarot Reloaded manga. Not a lot of progress has been made toward the manga translation as of current, but we still have a lot of chapters to go through and a lot of cleaning and translation that needs done. Progress has been made continually on the end credits scene for the Medarot 3 translation, so very, very good progress, even if it is just a little slow. But there still is a lot of text that does need translated, so they can retile it and finish the fan translation, because they would like to finish up and work on other games such as Medarots 4 and 5 and Navi, which are very, very popular and highly requested games that they consider once they are finished with 3. That being said, if you would like to contribute toward these efforts and also help see these projects and dreams to completion, you're more than welcome to reach out to me or join out in our Discord in the link provided in the comments below to ask around, and we can get you in touch with the right people that can get you up to speed on everything that needs done and everything that has been done up to this point. On the weekly art highlights, in particular, I found this piece here by Twitter user Reno Varka, artist I just recently started following, who decided on this very cute piece between two particularly yellow-bodied robot boys, also having Beetle or Bug in the name, and that is, of course, Transformers G1 Bumblebee, and of course, our ever-loving favorite KBT-01 Metabee. So very nice art. I love the cutesy style that you have here. Very well done overall. And then this piece here by Twitter user Omitsu Draws. This is actually a relatively older piece, as in it was, if I hadn't highlighted it before, it does have a little bit of age to it, but it's actually a very rare piece in the particular instance that not a lot of artists I've seen tend to draw or design their custom models that they use in Medarot S. This model in particular by Omitsu is one of their main models that they use in-game, kind of emulating that look for Omega Zero from the Rockman Battle Network series, or even just Zero like early Zero as a whole. So wonderful job to both of these artists. Definitely give either of them a follow if you'd like to see more art in your feeds. But with all that being said, I do believe that covers everything for this week's episode, so I do appreciate you all for stopping by once again, just as you have been. If you'd like to know more, you can follow us below on Facebook at the Medarot News Network page or the Metabots Forever community on there. You can also join us on Discord in the link provided and in the comments below if you'd like to keep a closer ear to the action on anything related to Medarot. This more than likely will be the first place you hear about it. This includes any new merchandise, updates, my weekly episodes, fan art, anything of the like. That's the first place you'll see it before anywhere else. You can also reach out to me personally on Twitter at IsaGamiKura, so if you have any questions or feedback or comments or have any suggestions for me, my DMs are always open for this very reason, so don't be a stranger and feel free to reach out and say hello. Do also give these wonderful friends of mine a follow as well. Twitter user Callie Dory, who also at Eru4, who also runs the Metabots OOC page. Wonderful friend of mine, very fun-loving artist, and wonderful art, wonderful designs. Definitely spooky, definitely amping up for the spooky month as well, with Halloween coming up upon us here very soon. And if you want to keep more daily Medarot in your feed, it is absolutely recommended that you give Metabots OOC a follow as well. And do also follow my buddy here, Dinnick3rd, at Dinnick3rd on Twitter, and also at Dinnick3rd on YouTube. In particular, he has a lot of very nice Medarot covers of, say, Beat the Diamonds, Days of Typhoon, and so on. But not just for the Medarot covers, but also for a lot of other covers that he's done in the past or even still working on. Definitely give him a follow on both places as well. But that being said, I do believe that covers everything for this week's episode, as I mentioned. So thanks again for stopping by, folks, and for your continued support going forward. Until next time, this is your host, Kura Isagami of the Medarot News Network, signing out.